Hey there! If you're gearing up for a position as a workers' compensation manager, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into some key interview questions that will help you shine in your next interview. Let's start with our first question, focusing on leadership in complex cases. Can you recall a time when you led a team to successfully tackle a challenging workers' compensation case? This question is designed to assess your leadership skills and your ability to handle complex situations effectively. Here are some helpful pointers to guide your answer. Pick a specific case with distinct details. Describe your leadership role and the steps you took. Emphasize teamwork and collaboration with your team. Explain the complexity and how you managed it. Share the outcome and any lessons you learned. Now, let's look at an example of how you might structure your answer.
In a case involving an employee with a back injury, I led a cross-functional team including HR, medical advisors, and legal experts. We coordinated efforts and gathered comprehensive documentation to address the claim thoroughly. By fostering open communication, the case was resolved favorably, ensuring the employee received the necessary support and benefits.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Workers' Compensation Manager. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time when you had to coordinate with multiple stakeholders to ensure the success of a workers' compensation initiative. This question aims to evaluate your ability to manage relationships and collaborate with various stakeholders. Here's how you can craft your response. Select a specific initiative and identify the stakeholders involved. Explain your role in coordinating communications and meetings. Highlight the objectives you aim to achieve with the initiative. Describe any challenges faced and how you overcame them. Conclude with the outcomes and impacts on stakeholders. Here's an example to illustrate a well-rounded response.
In my previous role, I spearheaded a project to streamline our workers' compensation claims process. By coordinating with HR, the legal team, and external medical providers, I organized weekly meetings to keep everyone aligned on objectives. A major challenge was balancing different stakeholder priorities, but open communication helped us achieve a 20% reduction in claim processing time, benefiting both employees and the organization.
Can you give me an example of a difficult decision you made while handling a workers' compensation case and the outcome? The goal here is to understand your decision-making process and how you handle tough situations. Let's break down how to approach this. Choose a specific case where you faced a tough decision. Clearly explain the factors you considered in your decision-making. Describe the action you took and why it was necessary. Share the outcome and any lessons learned. Highlight how this experience improved your skills or approach. Here's an example of how you might frame your answer.
I dealt with a case where a claimant missed multiple medical appointments affecting their compensation. I decided to meet with them personally to explore their situation and discovered they had transportation issues. We coordinated with local resources to assist them, leading to regular treatment and a successful claim resolution.
How would you handle a sudden increase in workplace accidents and resulting claims in a short period of time? This question assesses your ability to respond swiftly and effectively in high-pressure situations. Here's a plan you might consider. Assess the data to identify the most common types of accidents. Engage with employees to gather insights on safety concerns. Implement immediate corrective actions to address risks. Enhance training programs to focus on identified safety issues. Communicate changes and reinforce safety culture within the organization. Let's see an example of how you might articulate this.
I would start by reviewing accident reports to identify frequent incidents and then engage employees to understand their perspectives on safety issues. After pinpointing critical areas, I'd implement safety measures and provide targeted training. Lastly, I would ensure ongoing communication about safety initiatives to foster a culture of vigilance.
If given the task to reduce costs associated with workers' compensation, what steps would you take? This question explores your strategic thinking and ability to implement cost-saving measures. Consider these steps when forming your response. Analyze historical claims data to identify patterns and common causes. Implement a proactive workplace safety program to prevent injuries. Enhance employee training and awareness regarding safety protocols. Negotiate better rates with insurance providers and review policy coverage. Encourage early return to work programs to minimize lost time and costs. Here's an example of how you could present your plan.
To reduce costs, I would first analyze claims data to identify injury trends. Then, implementing a proactive safety program would be key, alongside enhancing employee training to build a safety-first culture. Additionally, negotiating with insurers for better rates and encouraging early return-to-work initiatives would help control costs effectively.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.